All right, everybody, welcome back to Versus Live. My name is Corey Baumeister.
And I'm Ross Merriam.
All right, and we just had a crazy match. That match was insane. But before we get into that, don't forget we are sponsored by Star City Games and brought to you by Star City and sponsored by Carnox Chairs. If you want to pick up one of our chairs, head over to carnox.com/SCG Tour. Get yourself 10% off. And don't forget we got Eric in the booth. Say hi, Eric.
Hi, Eric.
All right, he'll be taking your questions, concerns, or burns if they're directed at Ross. Just tag at Star City Games, and we will get our favorite questions sent over to us. We're running a little low on time from that crazy 5-game set we just had with Jeskai Fires against Jun Food. So we'll get to some questions after this game, but that match was insane.
Yeah, it was a very close game.
Good games, though. Good games.
And you are now going to be the person making all the food.
Yeah.
This is another cat food deck, but this is nearly mono black. You're sort of Orzhov, light splash of white here, but mainly
just in the board. Yep.
Yeah, just for the sideboard cards, but mainly looking to be more aggressive with cards like Rankle and some more cheap creatures. Really get that sacrifice engine going. Do you have IR in there?
Yeah. 4.
Yeah,
we're just so we're trying to really combo. Yep, we're priesting.
Okay, so we're really sacrifice
really
heavy.
kind of being a huge sacrifice engine. This is like the middle ground between Jun sacrifices a lot more of the grindy version, and then the red-black sacrifice the firstborn or claim the firstborn is really way more kind of get you all in. This is the middle ground, and I'm not sure if this is specifically better against certain matchups or not, or if it's just a better deck. It's so early, it's still pretty hard to tell.
Yeah,
but
we'll test this one out, and you're going to be playing against Mono Blue Tempo. This is a deck that Todd Anderson has been championing, played it in Twitch Rivals. I got an updated list from him, which was, his suggestions were cut a card, add an island.
All right.
So the card I cut was a Quench.
Yeah.
Seemed like one of the weaker cards in the deck.
Just the weaker card in the format. It's so bad. But yeah, some decks have to play
We got some counter spells. We got some flash creatures. Unfortunately, no Curious Obsession. But we do have Brazen Borrower, which is just an excellent Magic card, and hopefully that one comes up here. And I just want to get to the games.
Yeah, let's do it. And you were eating so many delicious skull apples. I just want to be the one to finally get my fill. You know,
a little hungry over there.
Yeah, a little hungry.
It's how rude of me to be just sitting here eating while you had no food.
I know. Chivalry's dead, I guess, huh?
Okay, I'm going to be on the play, and this hand has a solid curve, so I'm going to keep.
Yeah, this hand's reasonable. We got cards.
Island, go.
All right. Something that your deck is very vulnerable to, a 1-drop.
Well, I have a 1-drop too.
Oh,
so
okay.
Nuts to that. Okay, attack for 1.
All right, 19.
Pass the turn.
We're going to untap. All right, we're going to go with a swim. Attack for 2.
I'm at 18.
All right, and now what do we want to try to resolve? Likely a lot of our things are getting countered here, but we're going to play this while we can. Dreadhorde Invasion.
That resolves.
Your turn.
On your end step, I will Petty Theft Dreadhorde Invasion.
Okay. That makes sense. So petty of you.
Indeed. Attack for 1.
Okay, I will take it.
18 all.
18.
You can go.
All right, we're going to get the beats.
16.
I have a feeling these games are going to be a lot faster. We're trying to get each other dead with this one. Now we want to think about, okay, so Ross's worst play is just play Brazen Borrower here. So we actually want to play something really good this turn to either prevent that from happening or make that play just not as good. So we actually do want to play a good card here instead of playing around a counter spell. So, you know what? We're just going to jam Ayara.
And that will resolve.
Okay, so yep, it does trigger itself.
15 to 19.
Your turn.
I just really want to get this Brazen Borrower down, start returning the beats. And I will attack for 4.
15 all.
And pass the turn.
Okay. Okay, we'll play Castle. And now we just want to start deploying some threats. We're going to start with a Coldron Familiar.
Okay. In response, I will unsummon Ayara.
Okay, I kind of figured that was what was going to happen. So we could sacrifice Gutter Bones if we wanted to here. That feels pretty bad.
I would be very happy if you did that.
Yeah. So, yeah, we'll just let that happen.
Okay.
Trigger.
Yep. I go to 14, you go to 16.
Yep. And then... Now we'll attack for 2.
I go to 12.
All right. Now I just have to anticipate anything I play is going to get countered. So we're going to go with a Midnight Reaper.
So if I let that resolve, Corey has 6 power on the battlefield, which is conveniently a 2-turn clock, since I'm at 12. And I've got to try to do some combat math around the Iara, which is problematic.
I like you having to do math. Since you're a history buff, not a mathematician.
I have a degree in mathematics.
Yeah, you're pretty good at math.
Can I beat that? I think I'm going to struggle to beat it, so I'm going to Essence Capture, get a counter on this Spectral Sailor.
Seems really good. All right, pass to you.
Play another Spectral Sailor.
That's the beats.
Now, play an island, attack for 6.
Okay, I'll go to 10.
Pass the turn.
All right, well, that's pretty good. One card, if that one last card is very strong, I'm in trouble. Okay, well, we'll get the beats going.
I'm going to flash in a sailor before blocks.
Okay.
Block the Gutter Bones.
Okay.
Take 1 to 11.
11. Okay, so now we want to start doing stuff to maybe control the board a little bit. I mean, it's definitely going to start with Iara.
So I go to 10, you go to 11.
Yep. Switch. And now... All right, so we got 3, 4, 5, 6, huh?
I could have tried to bluff a counterspell there, but I was pretty sure that Corey was a little bit behind and would have, extended his best threat regardless. With me on 1 card.
Hate to see that.
You go to 9.
And we're going to go with a Priest. Trigger.
So I go to 9, you go to 10.
Yep. Pass to you.
End step, draw a card.
Yep.
I will attack for 6.
Down to 4.
I will play an island and pass the turn.
All right. Let's see what we can do.
You have 1 card in hand?
2.
2.
You know one of them.
Is Dreadhorde Invasion, which is not very good right now.
Not very good at all. Or just not a good card in general.
I'm just going to play this out before you get to untap anything. This is the card I want to sacrifice to Priest anyway.
Okay. Makes sense. Ooh, that was good. That was a good one. Okay. Is it going to be enough? Well, let's start with... Lazotep Reaver, 2 triggers.
That's really good.
Yep. Put you to 7, I go to 6. Then we're going to sack both of those. You go to 5. From this.
Yeah.
And then you sack a creature.
And you have 2 black and...
There's going to be 2 black, yep.
So now if I sacrifice the Cutthroat, Corey can attack me to 2. Return Gutter Bones, and so if your last card is any 1 or 2 mana creature, I am dead if I sack the Cutthroat. If the thing is, I can only trade with the Cauldron Familiar. So if I sack here with you at 6 and block the Familiar, go to 3, you return Gutter Bones, play it, I go to 2, and now you have just have me dead with the Priest, which is a problem.
Dying is a problem in Magic. I hear that's a fact. Let's get the fact checkers.
So either way, I'm gonna need to draw something. So I only have 6 in the air. You can at the very least bring back Gutter Bones, play it, get yourself to exactly 7.
Yep.
And then
Cedric, haven't you beat him down enough?
I'm not here to interrupt.
I'm going to draw a card, at least see what I have to work with.
Sure.
That was not good. And so now I know I definitely can't kill Corey on the next turn.
Yep.
So I think I have to sack the 1/1 Sailor.
Okay, so now I have 2 mana in my pool. And you have been dealt damage, so I can return Gutter Bones if I want here. I think I'm going to use that regardless to bring back. Now, we're going to want to get in here and see what you want to do. All right, I'll attack with both.
Block the Cauldron Familiar.
All right, cat goes down. You take 2, go to 3.
Yep.
All right, now we're going to play... For sure going to play the Witch's Oven. And we don't have you dead yet.
Yes, you do.
No, we don't.
Play Gutter Bones.
Gutter Bones. Cauldron triggers twice. Yeah, okay, all right. So trigger once here, put you to 2.
You go to 7.
Sack this, get a food, and then this triggers twice.
You sack the food, get the familiar, triggers IR and familiar. So you're going to end at 8. I'll end at exactly 0.
All right.
Yeah, the IR was a big deal. Maybe I should have just countered it and not gotten the cutthroat down for a turn. Yeah, I had the capture, but it was just such a more efficient use of my mana to do it the way I did.
So I think the major decision here was when I played Midnight Reaper, you had Essence Capture, and if you didn't do that, then I had you on the turn 2 clock, which was a problem for you. And then my whole plan, if you held up and didn't do anything, was the next turn to just cast Reaver and Priest and at least resolve 1 spell, and then you get a pump afterwards, but it just wouldn't have been enough. So I think you were just in a losing position with me drawing Oven. I needed a little bit of extra help off the top.
I think that IRA just did so much work. That though a 3/2 attacking would have been significant pressure as well. So tough. Needed some better draws, I think, towards the end. Yeah. 1 more good counter spell might have done it. A bounce spell for the Priest.
Yeah. Did you have like Essence Capture the same time you Brazen Borrowed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, capture my opener.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Okay. Tough game. Close game.
Yeah.
We are going to go to the sideboards, though, since we're playing best of 3. So we're going to take a quick break here, come back, finish this second match between Mono Blue Tempo and Mono Black Food. Don't go anywhere. And welcome back to sideboarding with Mono Blue Tempo against Mono Black Food, or Mono Black Aggro. I'm not sure. What are we calling it? Aggro? Okay. On my side, on the play, I'm actually going to be cutting Unsummon, an interesting card to cut against a creature deck, but Corey's deck is fairly low curve. I can assume that it's going to get even lower curve after sideboarding in this matchup, and I'm just not going to have the same opportunities to out-tempo him. I still have a lot of bounce spells in my deck with Brazen Borrowers, Petty Theft aside, so I'm not concerned about losing access to this effect, but I am bringing in some better interactive cards. Sorcerous Spyglass can shut down Priest, and shut down the Gutter Bones. I think I want to try it. It's not great.
Yeah. Doesn't seem great to me, but you never know.
And I'm going to try 1 Gadwick in case, if you have a bunch of removal in your hand, then I can see having 1 card like this to reload. And it's, triggered ability can help me win the race by just tapping down a lot of your creatures.
Yep.
So I think it's valuable as a 1-of as well. On the draw, you'll see me reconfigure, and we'll hopefully get there for game 3.
Sounds like a plan. Okay, so from my end, Ross said it exactly right. I want to be lowering my curve here, trying to interact just as well as you do. Dreadhorde Invasion is not only pretty bad in this matchup, I just think it's a bad card. I just honestly think that this card is just not really what this deck wants to be doing. It is pretty cool with the sack outlets to just have something to sack every single turn. And against some creature matchups, that might come in handy. But moving forward, I think I would just not play this card. And then Rankle, 4 mana against a lot of counter spells. It just can't be done here. I don't love Duress because you do have a ton of creatures, but seeing your hand is decent, as well as being able to go Duress into an IR or something like that might be really key. And then a couple disfigures to keep you off like Brazen Bar or something like that.
Disfigure is an obvious addition here.
Yep. All right, so we had, I'm sure, some questions build up since we've been playing, that Jeskai Fires match for like a day and a half. So what do you got for us, Eric?
Well, there was definite interest in the Jeskai Fires, or the Fires in general.
That was a crazy match.
The DNA Alien and Fixed Doll both asked about your opinion on Grixis Fires versus Jeskai. Which would you lean, and what are the advantages of each?
Okay, so I would lean towards Jeskai Fires as of now, just because I think Teferi is really good, and I think having access to some of the like time wipe effects, stuff like that, I really like as far as the white side. But the advantages of Grixis Fire is one very, very strong card that got a big boost, and that's Thought Erasure. Thought Erasure now is just free to run rampant with Veil of Summer being gone, and you get to play a decent amount of Nicol Boluses. I don't know if it's truly better to even have that deck be a Fae of Wishes. I'd be interested in trying a Grixis Fires list that is more Planeswalker centric, because those Planeswalkers really impact the board when they come into play, and Nicol Bolas is just disgusting. So I'd be interested, but in general, I don't think Fires of Invention is actually insane right now. It's a hot take. But I think there's a lot of interaction, a lot of like blue-red flash, a lot of blue-green flash that really invalidates the Fires plan and really makes it quite bad when you're playing everything at sorcery speed and expensive stuff at sorcery speed.
It really punishes that clunky curve that you need to play in order to maximize Fires of Invention.
Yep. Nope, I agree.
Which sounds great to me. I would love a standard environment where tempo decks are really good.
And I mean, honestly, you would love blue-red tempo with like Brazen Borrowers, Bone Crusher Giant. You play 4 Gadwick. You play Opt. You play Brazen Borrower. Or I mean the Cutthroat and stuff. Yeah. It's a really cool deck. I think it'd be right up your alley.
Yeah, I'm in. I'm also in for this hand.
Are you? Well, this is a risky one if we decide to keep this. Really risky. But the payoff is definitely high. We're going to try it.
Island go.
All right. Draw for our turn. Not the best, not the worst. We're going to take 2. 18, and we're going to duress you.
I will opt in response.
Okay.
Wanted a land, hit a land.
Easy.
I will show you a hand that is pretty good against duress.
That is pretty good. Okay, what do we care about the most here? You know, I think these quenches are the most annoying. So we're going to take a quench. Your turn.
Island go.
All right. Well, not the draw we wanted, but we'll take it. We'll duress you again.
We'll quench that.
All right. Your turn. We kept a one-lander, but it's a good
like
one-lander.
Island go.
All right. No. Okay, we need a land there. Okay, so we're going to go with a Cauldron Familiar.
That's fine.
Take 1.
19 all.
Your turn.
On your end step, I will play Brineborn Cutthroat.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Island go.
All right. Well, we are going to attack.
No blocks. 18.
And now we really have no choice but to play into this. Eventually, you know, we have to get through these counter spells. And our only way to win here is to just have more cards and outvalue.
So we'll counter that. We'll get our counter.
Go.
And I will play a Hypnotic Sprite.
Okay.
Attack for 3.
Okay. 16.
Land Island and pass.
Oh, doesn't want to play the Spyglass. That's got to mean another counter spell here. So we're going to go with a Priest of the Forgotten Gods.
Resolves.
Attack for 1.
17.
Your turn. Now that's just going to shut down the Priest more than likely.
Let's see your hand.
Okay. I have this stuff.
I will name Priest of Forgotten Gods.
Okay.
Play another island and attack for 5.
Okay. So I could block with this Priest if I want, but it doesn't seem that great right now. So we'll take and go to 11.
Okay. Pass.
All right. Okay. Well, that wasn't great. Now, what do we want to do? I think I'm just going to go for an oven.
Oven is pretty scary because of the familiar, so we will quench that, get a counter on our Cutthroat.
Seems good.
I would have lasted to Reaver Resolve, I think.
That probably would have been
check
smart.
That, then I just start attacking in the air.
Okay, well, I am going... Well, I guess I attack with 1. I'll attack for 1.
16.
Your turn. I don't like already being at the chump block phase. But you know, we kept a loose one. The hand had a fail rate.
You go to 9.
9,
Well,
yep.
I will show you I don't have another counter spell,
Okay.
but that's a pretty good draw still.
That is a pretty good draw. All right, and that was about the best worst draw we could have had. That makes sense,
So
right?
Disfigure.
Okay. All right,
Hit or land, you're at 7.
go to 7. Now we got options. Now you're not going to play anything, so something like this actually would trade for Cutthroat if we wanted it to. So yeah, we're going to go with Iara. Get this in while we can.
I go to 15, you go to 8.
Your turn.
End step, I'll scry 2.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, that land was a good draw.
those are both good. Keep
Don't
going
love
on
that.
top. Draw this one, attack for 2.
Okay. I'll
Brings you
go to 6. Yep.
Pass the turn.
All right. It's got to be a counter spell. We'll play a land. And I'll say go.
Attack for 2.
I'll attempt to Swift End.
I will Sinister Sabotage.
Okay.
Surveil 1. That's a great one. We'll leave it on top.
Okay. 4.
You're at 4. You can go.
All right. Okay. We'll go with a Lazatep Breather.
I will Essence Capture this now to stop the bunch of triggers. Trigger this, and I'll target the sprite for the counter.
Okay.
So if you have land Midnight Reaper here and you go to 5, this attack will bring you to 2.
All right. I have land Murderous Rider.
That was the Punisher case. Literally.
Yeah.
But this now does mean you'll have to chump block with the
Yep.
priest.
All right. Your turn.
So attack.
Block. Sack it. Draw.
You can go.
Okay. And we got 4 to 15, right?
I have 2 because you Murderous Rider.
Oh, yep. You're right. 2 to 15.
Yep.
Okay. Untap. Well, our hand is really awkward. 3. Okay, we are going to. God, our hand is so bad. I guess it's not the worst. Okay, we're gonna go with a Midnight Reaper.
I will respond by petty thefting the Iara.
Okay.
Now, if you
Yeah,
recast
that's good.
Iara, I have 3.
Yep, that's good. I didn't have the land. Check my hand. Pretty strong, right?
Yeah.
Midnight Reaper is actually another card that I wouldn't necessarily love to keep in, but don't really have a ton of options besides Mortify, I guess, could be okay, but yeah, I don't think it's good enough.
Okay, we got one more game to play.
All right, yeah.
Sorcerer's Spyglass was okay there.
Yeah.
I mean, I was so far ahead that it's hard to judge because
Yeah.
of your poor draw. But
Yep.
I'm gonna continue trying it. On the draw, I'm gonna cut these quenches and I'm gonna play some more unsummons.
Sure.
I think I kind of want the second Gadwick.
Yeah, I like Gadwick. And when I'm on the play, I'm going to cut Duress too, because I just want to be proactive. And I'm going to try Kaya. Kaya actually seems like it kills a lot of stuff in your deck. Plus, if I gain some life with it, it might be pretty good. In a race scenario, it seems pretty strong.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Seems reasonable. I'm
Yeah.
gonna trim 1 Spyglass. I don't want to draw 2 ever. So
Okay.
I just have 1 in my deck.
I'm going to
These
leave one
Gadwicks.
Duress in. We're going to try a couple of Kayas. This was the podcast I run with Brad and BBD. We said when Kaya came out that this is the worst planeswalker of the history of Magic. And then it was just in every popular standard deck for a while. So we really nail it over there.
Really, really working hard.
Exactly. Eric, let's get a question from you, my man.
Absolutely. Salsa the Fourth
Oh.
was a.
What happened to the first 3 salsas?
I
You
mean,
don't want to know.
Okay.
They died of old age.
Oh, of course. Salsa
Oh.
gets better with age. You know that.
Is asking about the Knight's Shell. What's the best match for or mana plan with that Mardu, Boros, or Rakdos?
What do you think? I know my answer.
So, I think you need to be including red cards to get Embercleave, I think.
Yeah.
And you need to be including black cards because they have the better 1-drops, Knight of the Ebon Legion in
Yeah,
particular.
they're just saying Rakdos or Mardu. Yeah.
So I eliminate Boros. I don't think we can be Boros.
Yeah.
And in general, I'm a favor of a little bit better mana, so I would tend towards Rakdos.
Yep.
And Rakdos is what we're going to see in our final match.
Yeah, same. I think it's very good because not only that, like, I mean, we saw like Ken Yukahiro's Mardu deck, and it's kind of gas, don't get me wrong, but the mana was so horrendous that I don't think it's good enough. But everybody check out Willie Edel's Twitter. He has an insanely good Rakdos Knights deck where it also plays Rotting Regisaur, Embercleave, and you just get all the
Otherwise
solid
known
knights.
as Splitter Twin combo.
Yeah, there we go. But that would be my favorite as well. So I would say Rakdos. All right, good luck to you. I'm going to go first. I just want to win this match so I have the marbles locked down so I don't have to call Cedric in, to do the heavy lifting again.
Okay.
All right, I am going to keep. It's nothing great, but...
Same. This feels like a hand where I have to keep, but I can't win.
Go.
Okay, yeah. No 1-drop helps a lot.
Yeah.
That helps a lot. I will start on a Terramander, though.
Oh, Scary Terry's back. Oh, right on time, Gutterbones. Hello. We're going to go with the Reaver.
Okay.
All right. We got to get Cedric Phillips some camera time, at least, if he's not going to come in the booth.
I will attack for 1.
All right. Scary Terry coming in.
I will pass the turn.
19 to 20. Untap. Okay. Castle Lochthwain. Now, we're going to bring him in.
18.
All right, you go to 18, and I'll pass to you.
In step, I'll opt.
Okay.
That seems like a reasonable one, so we will keep it.
Okay.
I will like to go to my turn.
You go ahead.
Ireland, attack for 1.
18.
Pass the turn.
Swift end. All right, this is on an adventure. I'll go to...
Hold on.
Okay.
God, it's going to make my mana really awkward for the next couple turns, but it will deny you a Murderous Rider. I guess it won't. Actually, it won't make my mana that awkward, right? Yeah, I'm actually going to unsummon the Charmander in response.
Yep, that's pretty good. All right, so I stay at 18.
Yep.
Done? All right, so we're going to attack.
I'm at 16.
And now what do we want to play? I think we're going to start with a Gutterbones.
Sure.
Okay, and Cauldron Familiar.
Sure.
Okay, trigger. You go to 15, I go to 19.
Yeah.
And pass to you.
Corey having a pile of cheap creatures there was not good for me.
Yeah, I didn't want to...
I will Petty Theft the zombie army on your end step.
Petty Theft the zombie. Okay. It's dead.
Island Terramander.
Scary Terry.
You can go.
All right. End step disfigured.
You have 2 in hand?
2.
God, 3 1-mana plays here was really, really good. And like very unexpected when you just didn't have a 1-drop on 1.
I just kept drawing 1-drops. Let's go.
What is going to resolve if I give you a turn here?
Could be anything.
Because
Could even be a boat.
This Terramander is pretty good.
Yeah, Scary Terry is in fact scary.
It's gonna be big. So I think I want to protect it. So I'm gonna sabotage it.
Okay.
That seems like a pretty good card too. We'll leave it on top.
All right, we're gonna untap.
Yeah, probably just get disfigured again. Like land disfigure Iara. I'll go to 11.
All right. You go to 11. It is Iara.
Yeah.
So you go to 10. I go to 20. And it is a land. So that's it.
And now I have a 5/5.
Do you?
If I have a land,
Yep.
which I do. And I will pass the turn.
All right. Well, 5/5. Is it worth just attacking everything into that? Probably. All right, let's bring the beats. We got the beats. We got the beats. We got the beats.
Just have another Swift End. Block Iara.
Okay.
Like, none of my other cards do a whole lot.
Yeah. All right, so I'll go to 18, and you're going to take
4, go to
4.
6.
Yep, your turn.
This was just the worst.
Yeah, this is a pretty solid draw. Except for drawing Gutter Bones on turn 2. This was a pretty solid one. So Gadwick. Oh. We got Planeswalkers.
Plus on the Gutter Bones.
Okay.
Play a Hypnotic Sprite
Okay.
and pass.
All right. So you're at 6, huh?
I think I would have destroyed this game on the play. But I don't know what, like...
I think it's a very play-dependent
yeah.
thing as
It's
well.
that turn of 3 1-drops when you didn't have a 1-drop on 1.
And I'm guessing you had a 2-mana counterspell. Like,
Yeah,
I could have
like I
played
had-
IR.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I had good things to do
Yeah.
that were going to waste your mana, and then I just fell behind. Like, the Terramander seemed like the only way for me to catch up, and then you had the other removal spell.
Yeah. Okay. Let's bring him in.
Block here.
Okay.
They're at here or me?
All at you. Yep.
All me. Okay, block there and go to 3.
Okay. Second main.
Yep.
Cauldron familiar?
Seriously? Another 1-drop?
Another 1-drop.
How is this possible?
Well, I put a lot of them in my deck.
You put 8 of them in your deck.
No, way more. 12.
You're cutting Witch's Oven?
Oh, yeah. And just figure, 14.
Like I had unsummon when you play another spell. Hopefully, like have a counter spell for this on the way down, and then 4/4 to.
And I had 2 Swift Ends.
I'm just dead.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think this is a very, very much story of play dependency.
Yeah.
But also, I think maybe of just not ideal tempo decks, right? Like, I think the blue-red one, you have a lot of room to come back because you have, like, Flame Sweep in the board, you have Bone Crusher Giant to kill creatures and stuff. I just firmly think that if you guys go check out Austin Bursavich, he top 8'd the Twitch Rivals with a blue-red list that I really like, and I'm going to be looking forward to it.
Yeah,
but,
I will certainly look into that as well.
It's your style, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
You'll love it.
Lacking the Tempest Djinn to play defense against aggressive decks is definitely a big deal.
Yeah, that's the problem because like the mana base doesn't get that much worse when you add red because you're not playing that many more cards, but you don't have any payoffs like Tempest Djinn. You don't have any incentive to be mono blue anymore.
Yeah.
So I just think blue red is just a little bit better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we will take another 5-minute break here where we set up the last match where we're going to be playing Simic Elementals for
My
Corey,
favorite deck. My favorite deck so far. It's sick.
and I will be playing Rakdos Knights with a little Ember Cleave Rotting Regisaur action. So don't go anywhere for that one. We'll be back in 5 minutes.